ACIM Insights, Lesson 331. There is no conflict, for my will is yours. This lesson highlights the stark difference between what the Course teaches us about God and what most of us learned about God from our cultures and religions. As I read the first paragraph, I felt a sense of comfort from having a Father who loves me and whose will for me is that I be safe, and that no matter what trouble I seem to get myself into, He provides the means for me to find my way out. His love does not judge, but sees me always as part of Him, sharing all that He is and all that He has. How blessed am I to have a Father who loves me without judgment, without limit, who loves me as Himself. The ego paints a very different picture, because the ego is the idea of judgment and guilt. It projects this on its image of God and teaches us that God is judgmental and would condemn us to pain, suffering, and death for the guilt He sees in us. If you want to know what the ego believes about itself, look at the judgmental image of God it portrays. This image is not real and could never be real. Yet in our feverish dreams of insanity, pain, suffering, and death seem very real. But our loving, compassionate Father provided a way out of these terrorizing hallucinations. It is the Holy Spirit in our minds. No matter how deeply we believe we are in darkness, the Holy Spirit is always with us, ready to shine His light on the way home. The only reason we do not see His light is because we deny it. We don't see what we don't want to see, but that doesn't mean the help is not available to us. We need only ask. It is not the Holy Spirit that needs us to ask. It is we who need the asking, because in our asking we acknowledge our willingness and openness to another way of seeing. The Holy Spirit does not impose. He merely offers His light. We must accept it. Love waits only on welcome. There is no other condition, for love makes no demands. What is already whole and complete is in need of nothing. Today I am willing to give up wandering in a world of darkness, where separation seems to be real and I believe I am vulnerable to myriad forces intent upon my destruction. Today I'm willing to take my thoughts to the Holy Spirit in my mind to let His light show me what is unreal so that I can let it go. And I will let His light show me the love that is real so that I may join with it and know it as my own. Thus will I cease to be in conflict with the world. I will learn to see the love in all things, and I will learn to answer calls for love with love. Such is the Holy Spirit's teaching. His teaching reminds me that only love is real, and that the will of love is that I remain one with it. And so I must be. My true self rests in calm serenity, remembering that there is no conflict, for my will is love's will. Today's lesson reflects the proper use of denial. Conflict could never be real because it is not God's will. Separation could never be real because it is not God's will. There is no will except the will of God. Illusions of separation do not make reality. Today's lesson truly reflects our real will, which is changeless and eternal. Our real will knows its oneness with God. Our real will does not try to make illusions of separation real. Our real will sees that conflict is just mistaken ideas that mean nothing and are nothing. Today I would practice returning to my real will. This is forgiveness, seeing illusions for the false ideas that they are. Today I would practice accepting that the truth of oneness is true and nothing else is true. Love is. God is. And then I cease to speak. There is no conflict, for my will is yours.